Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to actually a gentleman who's just gone by me has told me this is Batsford Park. So it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at this wall to start with. Look at that beautiful wall. So we're here today. I came here with the dogs actually yesterday, and I just thought I'm not working till tonight, so I'm going to come back here, take some great shots, get some B-roll. Hopefully I'm going to focus on some compositions today. Really need to watch my shutter speeds handheld. That's something I'm going to be really mindful of. And yeah, let's take some great photos. Let's get on with it. So I've just walked slightly down from where I started actually, and I found my first composition. Now I'll show you guys it in a minute on the photo, but what I like about it is I'm using a little bit of this wall that we're perched on, just to a little bit less sky. I don't want too much sky in the image. We've got some nice sheep on the field. There's some lovely trees that are just hanging in, but not too much. Going to shoot it at f11. Shutter speed is 1/60th of a second. So like what I mentioned at the beginning of the video, really taking into account these low shutter speeds. I think without the IBIS on this A6400, really struggling at speeds probably less than, maybe I think 1/60th of a second is probably the maximum that I would want to shoot, or as slow as I would want to shoot. Really it needs to be faster, but f11, we've not got that. ISO is going to be 100, which is fantastic. Let's take the shot. So let's carry on. Let's see what other compositions we can find. You know, I think I'm going to have to do something in a minute with the trees. Beautiful woodland. We've got some great sun shining through there in that nice gap. Yeah, it's a very pleasant morning indeed. But yeah, like I mentioned, compositions and use of a tripod is something which I don't particularly want to use a tripod, but I find them just cumbersome. Obviously I've got to carry it. This is not the best tripod either. A bit annoying, but when you want everything in focus with these closed down apertures, shutter speeds start to drop, and handheld I'm really struggling, I think anyway, to get sharp images. This is the first time we're trying it out, so we'll see if me inducing a bit of shake is a thing or not. But also compositions, just taking my time, maybe waiting for a little bit of light, waiting for the opportune moment to get a great shot. And this has got to be one here. This has got to be one. Wow, look at that. Nice pheasant walking. And another one. I think there's actually some sort of pheasant park over here. I think they breed them in this little fenced area behind here. So all these red little feeders are. I don't think you can see them, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. There, you might be able to see them on camera now. They're like red feeders with the fence. I think that's for pheasants. I think they're bred potentially for shooting or something. I'm not sure, but yeah. Let's go back over there and have a look at that composition anyway. So for this next shot, you see the camera, it's a bit precarious there. Might go and hold it in a minute because I don't want that falling. But I've got this lovely, beautiful leading line wall which runs all the way up. I couldn't find a shot up there. I think it was just too dark. The sun wasn't out. We've got sun coming out now. I'm not too bothered about the sky being overexposed as it shows on the camera. But I've got these beautiful two big trees. We've got some sheep. We've got the lovely wall. I think it's just a great composition. I've got a 2-second timer on it, so that's a win for me. That's something I've remembered to put on, because I'm at 1/40th of a second on the shutter speed. So it's definitely something I couldn't do handheld. And I'm also going to focus stack my first ever image. So let's see how it goes. I'll be quick because these guys are putting down stones for the paths to make them a little bit easier with the mud in the winter. But I mean, just look at that view. That is absolutely incredible. So I'm just hoping I can do this composition justice and get a nice photo. Let's see if it can happen. Let's just pray. Hopefully it does. Let's have a go. One absolutely beautiful morning. Absolutely beautiful. I'm hoping at some point I can get a shot of a pheasant because there's plenty roaming around. And hang on. Oh, he's a running. Put the tripod down. Stealth mode activated. There's loads of them, but they're all just, oh my God, it's a fest in there. Look, there's all the babies. No, don't all run away. Oh, I haven't got a long enough lens. I've got 50mm. There's obviously a little feeding station for them. It's running, running, running. Nah. Oh, I haven't turned the timer off. That's a schoolboy, isn't it? Great when you're doing tripod, but handheld, you don't want a timer. I'll do my very best to get a shot of a pheasant, but we'll see. I'm actually quite annoyed with myself because the last two shots that I took, which you've just seen with the group of 3 people overlooking the Batsford Park, I think it is, leaning on the fence, I'd got this enemy on from the video before. I'd forgot to take the ND filter off. Wondered why it was looking a bit dark. Hopefully I can correct that in post, but if not, lesson learned. But one thing I want to get, one final shot, is some woodland. You know, I don't really know how to compose all these trees. All I do know is that you shouldn't really cut a tree out, as in like on a photo of half a tree on the edge. I do know that, and that's about it. So let's wander around here. Let's try and find a quick composition before we jump back in the car. So wandering around now, I think my hunt for a pheasant photo, that's just dying. That's dying. Literally, as you get anywhere near, if I had like a 70 to 200 or a bit longer, or the lens that I mentioned earlier, which is the old but gold, or is that going to be after? Oh, I don't know, I get confused with when I filmed. But that lens, that, I can't wait to show you. Now, I do like that little bit of a changing colour leaf with that there. I do like that. And so I am going to take a photo of that because that I do like. But I'm still in video mode. Very amateur. Back to photo. Why is it tracking? I don't want tracking. Expandable spot flexi. God, it's all the way over there. And just like that, yeah, f8. Let's put the timer back on. What's exposure look like on the old histogram? Not bad. I haven't got the ND on because it's in my pocket. 50 mil. So that's the end of another video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Apologies if the wind is kicking up now around near the car. Implemented a few new things today. So we've implemented a bit of focus stacking into my photos. I've been using a tripod for the slower shutter speeds and also using a timer for the shots to eliminate camera shake. And I think that's a good thing to note. You know, it's not all about gear. Implementing a few different changes in techniques, no matter what your camera, no matter what you're using, is going to improve more than buying more gear. If I was to buy a full frame camera right now, would my pictures be any better? No, not really. You know, it's all about the composition, like this video, and I hope that wind isn't too bad. But with that, I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel, plenty more coming. I've got a new drone coming, I've got a new long lens coming, old but gold I'm going to call it, so I'll leave that with you there, and I hope you have a great day.